On June 3, 2025, a powerful tornado outbreak struck Newcastle and Norman, Oklahoma, causing widespread destruction and prompting emergency responses across the region. The National Weather Service in Norman issued a severe thunderstorm warning at 3:19 p.m., warning of 60 miles per hour winds and hail up to 1 inch in diameter. As the storm intensified, multiple tornado warnings were issued, urging residents to seek shelter immediately. The storm system developed rapidly in the afternoon, fueled by unstable atmospheric conditions. By 4:30 p.m., reports of tornado sightings began emerging from Newcastle, where residents captured footage of a rotating funnel cloud lowering near Highway 9 and Pennsylvania Avenue. The tornado moved eastward toward Norman, intensifying as it approached residential areas. At 5:30 p.m., the National Weather Service extended tornado warnings for southeast Oklahoma County and north central Cleveland County, including Midwest City, Tinker Air Force Base, Choctaw, and Hera. Emergency sirens blared across Norman as the tornado touched down, leaving a path of destruction in its wake. The tornado caused significant structural damage, with homes and businesses leveled in parts of Newcastle and Norman. Power outages were reported across the region, and emergency crews worked tirelessly to rescue trapped residents. In Newcastle, vehicles were overturned and debris littered the streets. Norman saw severe wind damage, with trees uprooted and buildings partially collapsed. Local news outlets captured dramatic footage of the storm, showing intense winds hurling objects through the air and trampolines flying down streets. The storm also produced large hail, further exacerbating the damage. Video taken near Highway 9 and Pennsylvania Avenue in Newcastle shows a funnel lowering. Another video shows the intense winds produced by the storm, even causing a trampoline to fly down the street. Severe storms brought tornadoes, heavy rain, and flooding to Oklahoma on Tuesday, and floodwaters even carved out a huge section of a roadway in Newcastle. Intense floodwaters washed out part of a road near Fox Lane and Portland Avenue. Two parts of the road were damaged during the severe storms, creating trenches in the road. One part has been patched up and taped off, and the other was completely washed away. Newcastle city officials repaired the road enough to allow residents to get in and out of the area. The west side of Portland Avenue was under construction, and the storms caused more damage. City officials said they are unsure when they'll be able to get that area fixed. Residents in the area are asked to be patient as the city works to make repairs. At least 2 tornadoes have been confirmed so far with the severe storms that hit Oklahoma. At one point, almost the entirety of the OKC metro was under various tornado warnings as 22 were issued throughout the state on Tuesday. One of the tornadoes was confirmed near Newcastle, and the other spun up near Lucian in Noble County. The tornado count, however, could increase to 3. A flight carrying precious cargo was diverted from Will Rogers World Airport due to tornado-warned storms on Tuesday. The Indiana Pacers were on a flight that was diverted to Tulsa, according to OKC Will Rogers International Airport officials. The team was expected to arrive in Oklahoma City to prepare for Game 1 of the NBA Finals. The team eventually did arrive in Oklahoma City just before 7 p.m. after a long detour. No flights were arriving to or departing from OKC Will Rogers International Airport on Tuesday afternoon due to the storms. Central Oklahoma residents are being told to seek safety after a tornado was sighted by a local storm enthusiast, with a severe thunderstorm warning raised on Tuesday afternoon, heralding the possibility of intense winds and threatening hailstones. Weather experts are alerting people to potential wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour, capable of inflicting major damage, while also highlighting the threat of hailstones that could reach 1 inch in diameter, hazardous to cars, windows, and roofs. Storm tracker Cameron Nixon reported on his social media platform, posting an image along with the caption, "Tornado right now 9:35 Norman," local media reports. The National Weather Service in Norman has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Oklahoma County in central Oklahoma, southern Logan County in central Oklahoma, until 4 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 3:19 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles northwest of Edmond, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations in or near the path include Navina, Guthrie, Meridian, Seward, Edmond. On June 3, 2025, the town of Sulfur, Oklahoma, faced severe flooding due to excessive rainfall, causing widespread damage and disruptions. The National Weather Service issued a flood advisory for multiple counties, including Murray County, where Sulfur is located. Heavy thunderstorms began late on June 2nd, continuing into the early hours of June 3rd. Doppler radar detected rainfall amounts between 1 to 2 inches, with additional precipitation expected throughout the day. The intense downpour led to flash flooding, particularly in low-lying areas and near creeks and tributaries. By 7:35 p.m. Central Daylight Time, the flood advisory was extended due to ongoing rainfall, with forecasts predicting another 1 to 2 inches of rain. The advisory warned residents of minor flooding in poor drainage areas, urging caution on roads and near water bodies. The flooding affected homes, businesses, and infrastructure. Roads became impassable, and emergency responders were deployed to assist stranded residents. The Washita River and nearby streams overflowed, exacerbating the situation. Local authorities reported power outages in some areas due to fallen trees and submerged electrical equipment. Several vehicles were stranded or swept away by rising waters, prompting rescue operations. Emergency services worked tirelessly to evacuate residents from high-risk zones. Shelters were set up to accommodate displaced families, and relief efforts provided food, water, and medical assistance. The National Weather Service advised residents to avoid flooded roads and remain indoors until conditions improved. By June 4th, floodwaters began receding, allowing cleanup operations to commence. Meanwhile, at approximately 2 a.m. Tuesday, the Ector County Sheriff's Office, ECSO, responded to an emergency call reporting severe weather damage in the Pleasant Farms area. According to ECSO, multiple mobile homes and recreational vehicles sustained damage as storms moved through the region overnight. ECSO deputies, along with Odessa Fire Rescue, arrived on the scene shortly after the call. Emergency responders checked the damage and ensured the safety and well-being of residents. Despite the widespread property damage, initial reports from ECSO confirmed that no severe injuries occurred as a result of the storm. According to the National Weather Service, they reported 2 injuries. Emergency responders provided on-site support, including safety checks and immediate assistance to affected individuals. Authorities urge the public to remain vigilant as the region continues to face potential weather threats. We encourage citizens to stay alert for future severe weather warnings and take proactive steps to ensure their safety and the safety of others, ECSO said. High winds caused the awning or roof of an abandoned building to blow 400 feet away and land on power lines, Crum officials said. Officials responded around 9:40 p.m. Wednesday to Johnny Joe's Taco Shop and gas station in Crum, city officials said. Police found that the awning or roof of a vacant building on West McCart Street blew 300 to 400 feet and landed on the power lines above Johnny Joe's gas station, officials said. Debris was hanging on power lines, prompting Encore to knock the power lines to the ground, officials said. Customers were inside the store at the time, according to officials on the scene. One pickup truck was trapped under the awning and no one was injured, officials said. About 800 homes and businesses remained without power Wednesday morning, officials said.